Nothing solid yet, but I got to get back to it. I just wanted to tell you, hang in, honey, okay? Hang in. All right, excuse me. Andy, I can use your help. Come with me, okay?
Sure. Yeah,
Well, what was that about?
Bo was just telling me that he's going to make sure he follows up on every lead. Still.
All rise. Court is back in session. Judge Carla Vadi presiding.
Be seated. Mr. Vega, will you please return to the stand? I trust everyone's had time to recover their professional demeanor. Mr. Gannon, excuse me, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor, I just have a few more questions.
Oh, please go on with them. This jury has been patient, and I do want this case to go to them tomorrow.
Mr. Van Hinkle.
Mr. Commissioner.
I understand that you have some information that could be of considerable help to us. If you do help us out, I'll make sure that your cooperation is noted in your record. Benny, do you remember the name Arturo Irizarry?
Sure. It was one of the names on the false passports I did for Mr. Hesser.
Mm-hmm. Did you come up with those names?
No. I do, sometimes. If someone needs help, I can supply names complete with birth records and Social Security. But Mr. Hesser gave me a list of names for his passports.
Ah. Do you remember any of these other names?
I know I did Anthony Wilkinson and Edwin Klein.
Is that K-L-E-I-N?
Yeah.
Do you remember any others?
No. But I'd gladly falsify some for you if it would help me get out of here sooner.
No, I don't think that'll be necessary, but thank you. You have been a great help.
Anything else I can do for you? I must admit, I want to get out of here big time, as they say.
Yeah, I understand that. We'll let you know. Okay? Benny? See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. There was no real Arturo Irizarry. That was just an alias that Carlo used to buy a boat. It was also on one of his fake passports.
Oh, he must have been fond of the name.
Yeah. You know what? I'll bet you that whoever killed Carlo was very fond of the name, too, because now they have a passport with that name on it. Hey, Linda?
Yeah.
Listen, I want you to get with Benny as soon as he turns over Van Hinkle to the uniforms from the county, all right? The two of you get together on this. I want you to check every airline at every international airport on the East Coast. See if anybody has a record of an Irizarry or either one of these two names catching a flight out of the country on the night of the murder.
Yeah, or the following days after that, too.
Pay close attention to the flights to South America, but don't overlook anything else, okay?
Got it.
All right, thank you. If we find whoever has Carlo's passport, we've hit pay dirt.
So, Patrick doesn't know anything, does he?
He's working on Alex. Nothing solid yet. Hey.
Sorry, but we don't have anything yet.
Oh.
No Irizarry left the country the night of the 21st or the 22nd. But Benny and I will stay on it as long as we have to.
All right. Thank you.
God, I'm going crazy here.
Not on company time, man. Did you do that?
We're so close and yet we have nothing and we're running out of time.
All right. Stay with me, okay? Somebody other than RJ has to have been the person driving that speedboat. It couldn't be RJ. They saw him in the ballroom later.
All right, I give up. Who was on the boat?
Mr. Vega, I just have a few more questions. When you left Detective Harrison in the hospital emergency room where Carlo Hesser put her, were you angry?
Yes.
And you did, in fact, feel like you wanted to punish Mr. Hesser for his vicious attack on Detective Harrison.
I wanted to teach him a lesson, not kill him.
I see. But anger, Mr. Vega, does have a way of escalating, now doesn't it?
Well, apparently it did for Carlo because he pulled a gun on me.
Now let me ask you about that again. Do you know what happened to that gun?
No, I don't.
I see, Mr. Vega, but your palm print was on the gun that ballistics identified as the murder weapon.
That's what I understand.
Mr. Vega, this person who fired the shot behind you, are you positive that you could not identify them?
I'm positive I can't.
Mr. Vega, are you positive that that person existed at all?
I'm positive.
If you say so. Then, Mr. Vega, are you aware that in spite of all of the evidence that points to you as the killer, the Lambview Police Department has put in hundreds of man-hours trying to find one little crack in their own case. And yet, they haven't found any. Now, why do you think that is? Is it because that you did, in fact, commit this murder?
Objection, Your Honor. Compound questions, irrelevant, argumentative, and a half dozen other things.
Sustained, Mrs. Buchanan.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect, Mrs. Buchanan.
I don't need to, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Vega, you may step down. Does the defense rest?
Not at this time. Your Honor, a new witness has come to light.
Well, wait a minute. Prosecution wasn't informed of an additional witness.
Counsel, approach. Mr. Gannon, it's late in the day and the jury is tired. Mrs. Buchanan, you will have this witness here in court first thing tomorrow morning. At that time, I will determine whether or not their testimony will be admitted. If not, we go directly to summations. Step back, please. This court stands in recess until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
All rise.
Hey, you did fine, Antonio.
Look, I shouldn't have lost it like that.
It's all right. Bo's got a lead on a new witness, so...
Someone who can put an end to this and set Antonio free.
It better be more than a lead.
Whose side are you on?
Chris, relax. Okay, Dale's right. All right, we're gonna need, I don't know, what do we got, 15 hours? We got 15 hours to give this jury something new. Or I'm going to prison for the rest of my life.